So you want to create content on the internet. You want to share your passion, but you also want to live your life. You also want to take trips. You want to see family. How can you do all of that and more? Well, folks, as you know, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. We still did the daily financial news. We had some of our good friends chip in and create content for the channel. Shout out Dion, Matt, Coach Carson, Matt, the mortgage guy, and more. But we're back at it. Something I did not do last weekend is I did not record my goals video. I did track the data, and we will look at it today. We'll actually do a 2-week review. I just didn't feel like recording the video because I only had my phone, and it's just the setup wasn't there. But I want to let you know that it's important, even when it's not, when things aren't going well, or views are down because you're not producing. It's, as you'll see in a minute, I took a trip. I was with my family for 2 weeks, and the show just moved on. I enjoy everything I do. I shared with you, I think last week or the week before, in one of the daily financial news, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything in my life. And I had that key question. Remember, if you and I were talking in 3 years, what would have to happen for me to say I had a successful 3 years? And my answer was, I wouldn't change anything. If I could keep waking up every day, doing what I'm doing, having fun, choosing to do what I do, everybody's healthy, everybody's still around, take trips when we want, I'm good. I don't need more. I'm already blessed to be able to do what I do. But to that end, I do have some professional goals, and hopefully you see a lot of that in this spreadsheet. My professional goals for 3 years is, to have 1,000 students in school. I would love to have daily classroom sessions with different millionaires. I think that would be a really cool goal. Uh, I'd like to write possibly a 3rd book, kind of documenting one rental at a time, the journey of this brand. But those are just kind of business goals. And I would love for you to become part of school. Again, it's $20 a month. I'm not hiding that. It's ridiculously priced. You've got thousands of dollars in education there, but it's really about the community. It's not the free coursework. It's the community that we're building. People in that community are doing this. We're speaking the same language. You're going to have conversations like last week with Dion that's posted. If you'd missed the replay, you go to the classroom underneath the class called Special Guest, and you'll find conversations with Dion and Jason and Jonathan, and the list goes on, and it will continue to grow. You got Matt the Lumberjack did a session. We're going to load that video hopefully today or tomorrow. We've got sessions next week with April Crosley, and we got Henry Washington scheduled, and we're going to get Lance Lambert for a deep dive on data. There's just so much stuff coming. You got to get in school. I know you can't make all the times, but that's why they're recorded. This data, these presentations live in school. They're not on YouTube, right? These are for our community. So again, join the community. It is one of my goals for the next 3 years, is to build this up to 1,000 at least, to give you hopefully, several classroom sessions or live sessions a week, if not every day. That would be a huge goal going forward. So at the end, let's pull up the tracking spreadsheet, because again, you haven't seen this in a couple of weeks. So we will go over the last 2 weeks. So let me get rid of myself. So again, we are already almost halfway through the year. Yes, folks, week 26 next week. Next week we'll be halfway through the year. So we're going to talk about week 24 and 25. We'll just scroll over and highlight those two only. So one of the things I loved about being on the East Coast, if you guys don't know, I'm an early morning person, and I tried to stay on schedule with my 7:30 Pacific daily financial news. I didn't make it every day because we got stuff to do, but I did do it a few times. So that meant I had time to run in the morning. So you could see the last couple of weeks really ramped up the mileage. I did 18 the previous week and 20 last week. So put in a lot of miles. It was really fun to run on the water. I wish I remember where I was running. But but yeah, it was a nice spot. The weight didn't really change though, because we ate good. Lots of desserts, lots of family feasts. Father's Day was obviously last weekend, so a lot of good eating. I'm just frankly happy I didn't gain weight. That's how much food we ate. Didn't do anything in the Vegas market. Wasn't time. It was family time. Didn't really send out a lot of cards last week. I don't remember getting a golden ticket. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I did do one. I actually got to mail that today. I did get one last week. Since I have a couple of black cards to send out. I'm doing a conference this week. Meet Kevin was nice enough to ask me to come speak at his Millionaire Summit. Actually speaking today, I think at 4:30. Going to go see Ben Mala at 2. So that should be a blast. I think I was on one podcast. Oh no, I wasn't on a podcast. Man, I got to get this data right. So there was no podcast last week. I scheduled one, but that's for this week. I wasn't on one. And then as far as YouTube views go, again, the views shockingly didn't crash a lot. Let's actually go back 1 week. Oh yeah, I guess they're down 20,000 or so, maybe 30,000. But again, didn't really record a lot of content. Want to shout out everybody that helped, but you can see the revenue was down. Last week, the views came from shorts. The previous week was longer content, hence almost $1,000 the week before. This week was, I don't know, 60% of that. So revenue down big. Daily financial news, again, kind of just trending along. Really only the daily financial news there. So that kind of stayed on schedule. Only 20 new subs though. If you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor, go hit that subscribe button. That would be great. We did make $36 last week, but $56 the week before. So what's that? Let's call that $100 roughly. And then Best of ORaaT. Always love that show. It's the one where we take the best videos and upload one a day. Views kind of spiked last week. I should go back and look and see what video that usually is. One video took off, so I'll have to go back and look at that. And yeah, we did make $100 on that channel, so $108 roughly. So pretty cool. So what is that? What did we make last week combined? What's that? 70, 82, $700. Yep, on vacation, still made $700. How about that? Book sales had a good week last week. We jumped to 24. Don't know what happened. Actually, one day, I think with 12 books were sold on one day. Not really sure what happened that day. Maybe I don't know. Actually, not sure why that happened, but I'm happy for it. Still amazed that one rental at a time after 5 years still does, call it 20 books a week, which is pretty awesome. 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, I think, is a more important book because it's got 15 stories, where One Rental at a Time has a single story. One Rental at a Time obviously is a lot more detailed about that story. But 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, I wrote that for my audience because I wanted everybody to realize there's lots of ways to become a millionaire with real estate. We did get some downloads of the 54-year spreadsheet. The Zuber letter, folks, if you haven't got the Zuber letter yet, you need to sign up. Go to zuberletter.com. Very important article out this week about my money mistakes, my issues, my lessons learned. Go check it out. Lots of kind of self-reflection there. The school community is taking off. We're at 159 members. If you haven't joined school yet, please do. It is important. I'm trying to build a community of like-minded folks that are doing it, networking, sharing, asking questions. I am committed to giving you more and more free content. As far as coursework, I'm committed to giving you at least one opportunity a week, if not more, to speak to millionaires and ask questions. They are recorded. They are on replay. For example, if you missed Dion's Lazy Landlord talk last week, it is there. Go to Classroom underneath Special Guest, and you will see that replay, that and much more. The school community has unique content that is not available on YouTube, so go get it. We did do 8 free courses. We had one person buy the buybacks course, $50, which is pretty cool. If you really want to get started with one rental at a time and you're not ready to sign up for the big course, the buy box one is probably the right place to start. $50, figure it out. What is it? How to do it? How to track it? It is worthwhile. And of course, the main course, we sold one last week, 0, or 2 weeks ago, 0 last week. How to get started one rental at a time, $3.99, no better value on the internet. And I will give you the Las Vegas recording, which is a $200 value. So, yep, spend 400, get 600, join the Facebook group as well, which is free. Again, you can join the Facebook group if you are a course member, or just join school, $20 a month there. And then ORaaT swag. Remember, folks, we do special t-shirts. This month is Team Sunny and Team Happy. Yes, those are the names of my little Shih Tzus. Somebody was nice enough to draw some pictures, so I put them on a t-shirt. If you want to support the channel and walk around with a cute Shih Tzu on your chest, get Team Happy or Team Sunny. We did get one book selfie last week. Tagged me on Instagram, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And we made a $7 on Amazon, folks. Yes, I have links in my videos in the descriptions for Audible, for my books. If you click on those, I will make a couple of pennies. I guess there's a cookie or something that goes on, and Amazon tracks it and gives me credit for that. So it doesn't cost you anything, but I do get a small, I guess I'll call it commission, referral, link. I don't know what it's called. I made $7, but hey, $7, almost buy a coffee. All right, folks, take care of yourself. Again, what do you want to do? Are you serious about real estate investing? You want to get in better rooms? You want to network with other folks? Join school, one rental at a time. I'll put a link below. It's really what I'm focused on is how to get more and more people who are doing it in the community, sharing information, networking, asking questions. I already forgot we got old guy REI, Frank. He's doing something on July 1st is the first accountability group, which I think is pretty cool. So shout out Frank for doing that. So appreciate you, man. All right, folks, take care. That's a wrap.